My next guest, he's a professional mixed martial artist with a record of 10-2. Please welcome onto the show professional mixed martial artist Leonardo Damiani. How you doing, Leonardo?
Yeah, yeah, I'm so good. Thank you, man. And you?
Doing great, brother. Doing great, man. I'm in Texas right now.
Yep.
The weather's not bad right now, so I can't complain. We got some a great day ahead.
Here as well, man. And was a good day, you know.
Awesome, brother. Well, you've been busy training up, brother, right?
Yeah, yeah. I started this morning with the 2 hour of BJJ, and then I change place near my home, like 30 kilometer, and I do other 3 4 hour of training about striking, and I I had a lesson with the other people.
Nice, man. Is the life
Yeah,
of a fighter.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, or the famous question is, you want to be a fighter? Well, you got to see what all the hard work
Yeah,
that goes behind the scenes, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's if you want do this life, you have to put on yourself in the fight, in the training, in the food like diet and everywhere. No.
Definitely, it's an all around
Yep.
clock job. Real quick, Leonardo, just for the
Yeah.
audience, they may not know who you are. Can you just please take a minute to talk about yourself and let the audience know who you are?
Okay. I am Leonardo from Brescia. Is the city, the big city in the north of Italy, and I training in the underdog combat sport here near my home, and the second home is ESMA Verona, and I have a flag of Aurora. There's another team from Rome, the
Yeah.
capital of the Italy, and that's what I do. I'm a fighter from 12 years, but I start the professional fighting and the professional career in 2017, and that's it. I try to kick some ass, man.
There you go. Well, you've been kicking it, brother.
Yeah,
I mean, people audience can know you're on a fight win streak, and
yeah,
out of your 10 wins, so you're 10-2 and 1, correct?
yes, correct.
Officially, okay. So out of those 10 wins, you have 8 finishes. So you're a finisher, man. So you definitely
Yes,
kick butt. You definitely kick butt. And your next fight's gonna be on the 31st of August this year, and that's gonna
yeah,
be on the Contender Series when you take on AJ Fletcher, man. Oh, how
yeah.
that came about, man?
Well, we wait this opportunity for life, and we training hard for this. I see for sure my opponent with the coach and with my coach because
Of course.
there are so many coaches near me now, and I want and I will put on the show that night.
Oh, definitely. Now that's
Yeah,
coming up, and it's been a long time coming. I mean, you already have 13 professional fights there. You're growing. The brand is growing. You're a fantastic fighter. But talk to me,
yep,
Leonardo, about why MMA. Why did you want to compete professionally in mixed martial arts?
yeah. Man, I start like everybody. I think
Mhm.
every fighter start with a little competition here, my home, my gym, and
Of course.
then like amateur, and I win the first fight with easy. You know, I change 2 or 3 gym because every time say to myself that yes, Leonardo Damiani can do more than this, and I start with a professional career later in
Of
the
course.
when I have 27 years old, and I don't know, man. I say this is my sport, this is my life. I like every day put all myself in the training and grow up like athlete and man, and that's what I do, and I love it. You know.
It's a beautiful sport. It's a very
Yep.
beautiful sport, but also can be tough, right? The highest of highs
Yep.
and the lowest of lows in mixed martial
Yeah.
arts, man. And
Yeah.
it's the ultimate. I remember I heard someone say I hate team sports because if you lose, you could blame it on that guy, that guy, that guy. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
the success and the shortcomings of fighting, as much as coaching is important, the people around you that support you. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
you sport. You're the one fighting out there in the cage.
But man, the lose is a part of the game.
Yeah.
If you are a fighter, you have to understand this. There is a victory, and everybody say, "Yo,
Yeah.
you're a big fighter," And then sometimes there is a lose, and the only people that stay near you is the people that love you.
The
And,
real ones.
yeah, the real.
No,
And
definitely.
you can count in the five
One hand.
finger.
Definitely. My dad growing up, Leonardo would always tell me, everyone's got friends to party. You know what I mean? You can go down the
Yeah,
street and see someone that wants to crack some brews with you and have a good time. It's through hardships, though, that you really find out who truly cares about you. And
yeah,
obviously, I would imagine it's no different in MMA, right?
yeah.
Now,
Exactly. It's
yeah.
same.
Now for you, Leonardo, what motivates you, man? What motivates you to get out of bed, train, work hard, and compete at the high level that you've been competing in?
I can't imagine my life without this sport. And every time I want grow up like athlete with a new technique. I like so much the BJJ and then the striking tool. I have so many coach now that teach me one BJJ, the other the clinch of Thai and the Muay Thai, and the striking part like a kickboxing. And this is motivating me because I know that every day I grow up in every situation.
Yeah.
For example, in striking, ground, and I like this of the sports, and I'm motivated for this. Now there is another big opportunity like Contender Series, and man, I fly high. I'm here for do my best, and I born for this.
Oh, definitely. I mean, again, like it's been a long road. You said 12 years of competing, and again,
Yep,
you're competing at a very high level, man. I mean, the record speaks for itself. And
yep,
sometimes I tell people don't read in between the numbers and stuff like that. Sometimes numbers can lie to you, but I mean, there's no lie here, man. 10 and
yeah.
2, brother, 8 finishes. You're as legit as they come going into this thing. And then,
Mhm.
but here's the thing: your last fight was in February to win.
Yep,
How
yep,
hard was it? Now I'm very curious to know how hard was it for you to prepare when the craziness in the world is going on,
yeah,
pandemics.
yeah.
How hard was that?
I start with the first fight of the last year in 7 November
Okay.
in Dubai, and the Italy was completed. I don't know what is the word in English, but
Shut down.
blocked for shut down for the COVID. And we have to try and to take some mode for training and for call my coach and for run through the forest like for training hard.
Yeah.
And this is for this that was so difficult prepare to the match, but we do. And the first was easy, but the last like in February and the December too in the Cage Warrior
Yeah.
was a completely different because they called me 9 days before, and we have a short notice. I can prepare for the match in the whole aspect of the fighting, and I say yes, and I was there. No, the same for the 2 February. I'm a little bit tired because I do free match in the free month. The Italy was completely shut down too, and
Yeah.
we tried to do the best with the coach one time in his house, sometimes in the gym, but we have fear of the police that stop you because here in Italy was terrifying.
Yeah. No, for
I'm
sure.
I'm a professional fighter, but the police stop me, say yes, we have to do the penalty because you can't go around for
Yeah.
the city in some hour, and this is what happened. Really bad situation, but you know we win, and that's the only important things.
I mean, it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. I know
Yeah,
friends that the pandemic was really hard, especially like for gyms. The world of mixed martial arts.
yeah,
I know a couple people that unfortunately lost their gyms because of it, and I know a couple people that were training or trying to train for fights and stay in fighting shape because opportunity always opens up with, especially with COVID and stuff like that.
yeah,
Before you know it, you blink and you lose a fight, you get an opportunity. So I know people got caught training during the shutdown, and
yeah.
man, they threw the penalties. They weren't joking around. So I can definitely
It
understand
was
where it's
difficult,
coming.
man. It was difficult for the parting sparrer too.
Yeah,
We have maybe two people in the gym, and you have to with the two person.
it's
This is
yeah,
why.
it's but it's crazy though. Like, who
Yeah,
would have thought we'd be in this situation, right? Like
yeah,
5 6 years ago, you're like, oh, I was watching a TV show and then seeing people so close to each other. I'm like, what the heck? Like,
yeah,
it's weird. But we're going back to normality right now. So
yeah.
you're gonna be
Maybe,
fine.
maybe, maybe in Texas, because here in Italy, no, man,
Oh no, it's
not
still
now.
it's still it's
No,
still shut down.
yeah, not shut down, but for go to the theater or for go to the stadium, for example, is like not impossible, but you can stay near, like in America. I see the stadium last time in I can remember, maybe New York or
Okay.
I don't know where, and the people are so close.
Oh
Here in
snap.
Italy, you can't enter like 30% of the capacity of the stadium, for example.
Oh snap. It's crazy. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's crazy. So I was in Tennessee. I was in Tennessee
yeah.
this past week. No mask. Like, no one was
No
wearing a
mask.
mask there. No one.
Really?
Yeah, no one was wearing a mask, bro.
Oh,
No one.
amazing, man.
Like,
Amazing.
no one. And it's crazy. But so, like, in Texas here, like, they're still wearing masks. But when I
Yeah,
went to Tennessee, I had a seminar for like an MMA from an MMA program
yeah.
there, and I went there, and it was about 50 people in a room, and no one was wearing a mask. No one. I'm like,
Incredible, man.
I
Incredible.
know it's crazy. You go to restaurants there. And I'm, oh my goodness, if I'm all my friends are hearing this, they're gonna want to stay away from me probably.
Yeah.
but I would go to every restaurant, Leonardo. No
Yeah.
one was wearing a mask. No one. Like, there's no signs or posters or anything. Texas is a little bit more guarded with it, but Tennessee, they warned
Incredible.
me. It's crazy. Traveling, you
Incredible.
have to wear a mask, but just not in the city.
Yeah.
So it's slowly getting better here. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry that it
The
still
people
hasn't
ask
already.
you why. Ask you why. Why are you putting the mask? No, in
No, well,
Tennessee.
so like, yeah, I know, right? I'm like worried. I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it. Like, my girlfriend, she has asthma, so I have to, be
Yeah.
careful.
Yeah.
But in the airport, you still have to have it on. Like,
Okay.
it's a federal law here that you have to have it on, even if you're sitting down and going to sleep on the flight. You have to have it on.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Okay.
there are some rules and regulations, but like Texas, like, stadiums are getting filled. UFC is having like full
Yeah.
capacity events.
Yeah.
They're trying to get back to normal, man. But see, like, I never took that into consideration. Like, not everyone is like that right now. Everyone has to deal with their own challenges and their own situations. So the
Yeah.
mask, I'm assuming, is a full effect over there in Italy still.
Yeah. Well, here is
Yeah,
is incredible, man. Everybody have the mask. Everybody, if you don't have the mask outside, like for example, last time I
yeah.
went through the forest near my home to run, and the people look me bad because I don't have my mask. Like, man, I'm through the forest. Fuck off. I say,
No, yeah.
okay, in the stadium, okay, in the airport. I know that there is a risk for the COVID, okay, but I am through the forest without a mask and I run. I do the sport activity, and
Yeah, I mean,
it's
I'm
incredible.
assuming it's hard to run with the mask on.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's incredible. And the
Definitely.
people have fear, and you feel this when you go around in the small center or in the supermarket. Everybody have a fear for COVID. I know there is a COVID, but it's time to change.
You got to be aggressive with certain changes, and obviously,
Yeah,
whether people agree or disagree. Again, I believe that you can do what you want. I worry about me, you worry about
yeah,
you. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like, if you don't want to be in an area with people,
yeah,
don't go out.
yeah.
Don't go out.
I know.
You don't
I know.
have to go out. You can do drive through, pick up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Work out. You
yeah,
don't want
yeah.
to work out. You can't find a way to work out at home. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
stay at
Like,
home. No worries.
and this might be kind of harsh, right? Because the show is critical condition. I am critical on a lot of things here,
yeah,
But I mean, that's just the truth, man. Like, at some
yeah,
point you got to be aggressive and push. We can't just live in fear forever. I understand the
yeah,
situation, folks. I understand
yeah,
that,
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
dangerous. But to each his own. You're trying to run, you're trying to prepare for a fight. You're an athlete,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
assuming you have to do what you have to do to be and compete at a high level in peak condition, because
yeah,
that's what your opponent is doing too. He's training to take your head off. Same thing,
yeah,
you got to
yeah.
train comfortably. You're not going to have a mask in the cage.
In the cage or where I training, and
Yeah, yeah. So
it's amazing.
it's really intense. Now, is there a specific fighter for you, Leonardo, that I'm not gonna say motivates you or anything like that, but that you grew up a fan of in the sport of mixed martial arts?
Like I can understand now.
Like
For
so like
example,
was there a fighter like for me? Okay, I'm a fan of
mhm,
fighting. I have
yep.
favorite fighters, guys that I
Ah,
really
yeah,
watch that
yeah,
got me
yeah.
into the sport. Is there a certain
Okay,
fighter that you like?
I start to see MMA so many years ago, and I start with the Cain Velasquez,
Hey,
Brown
yeah,
Pride.
Mexicano.
Yes, man. Yeah. And I like the sport with Kane, and then the second one was Anderson the Spider Silva.
Absolute
Was
monster. Yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy fighter. Crazy, crazy fighter. Give me 1 second here, brother. Yeah, I couldn't hear you. Let me see.
perfect.
No, no, perfect. So yeah, Anderson
Yeah,
Silva is a fantastic fighter.
yeah,
He's doing boxing now. Crazy. He's
yeah,
doing boxing
yeah.
now. Uh,
Ah, yeah. Bare knuckle boxing.
no, 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 no. He's
What?
gonna
No.
he's gonna box
Only
fighter.
only box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only box. Crazy how the sport
It's
evolves.
like the new mode for YouTuber that they take like 100 million, man. I do the same
Oh
for
yeah,
100 million, man. Call me tomorrow, man.
yeah. No, no,
I'm
no.
ready
Yeah,
for the box fight.
for millions. And you know what's crazy though, and what I think people don't like the YouTubers,
Yeah, yeah,
but they don't like, but they're opening everyone's eyes to saying like,
yeah,
why aren't
yeah,
MMA fighters making this much money when these guys are?
yeah,
Like MMA
yeah,
fighters are
yeah,
so underpaid, like they
yeah. I know,
deserve to
man.
make their
I know,
money.
man.
Exactly.
I know,
Like
I know. I take 50 cents for a punch in my career, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. And all these
I
all these
really,
guys are dumb.
yeah, yeah. It's incredible. It's incredible. But it's the word. The very important is to appear, and the people see you in the social media. If you have this power now, you you are important. And
Yeah, with YouTube
the,
and
the the
the
new word.
technology.
Yeah, yeah, man. But I prefer the fact.
Of course.
Good women in a cage, and then without speaking, or then we fight.
Oh yeah, but they
This
wouldn't
is
want to
a
fight you
real.
though, Leonardo. I know.
Yeah.
They want to fight the people they think they can beat.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness! Now it's crazy though. It's crazy. These guys have real, but you know what? Props to them. They found a way to have a product that people want to pay for and watch. Even that
Yeah,
Logan
yeah.
Paul stuff with Mayweather. I mean, I didn't watch it, man, but
Man, incredible,
it's,
incredible.
but they make money. So I mean, that's good.
Yeah,
You ever do any boxing?
yeah. I try only one match.
Okay.
It's like semi-pro,
Okay.
semi-pro boxing, and there is a full contact for the punch, but was a bad experience because the fight I wait in this little stadium, for 7 hours, and then in 2 minutes my opponent have an injury to the shoulder with my right hand, and I say okay, I go home.
Oh my goodness.
you know,
That- That's
but it's right. I really like it because there is my striking coach Andrea Fontana that
okay.
is a real good coach of boxing, and I training hard for 1 year only in boxing because I was an injury in the neck 2 years ago, and I can do wrestling or BJJ, and I do only box. Was an amazing period, not for the injury, but
Yeah.
for the box.
Yeah. I mean, you're throwing the hands.
Yeah, yeah,
It,
yeah,
it,
yeah.
it's
I like so much, man.
it's crazy. I remember the first time like I saw like striking, like hardcore striking. Myself was
Yeah.
watching Chuck Liddell when I was a little kid, and just
Okay.
watching him just hit accurately with the punches, man. I mean, it's crazy, and it's those kind of things and finishes that really make you a fan of the sport, right? I mean, Chuck Liddell
Yeah.
is one of the best to ever do it there. It's fantastic. Let me.
Stone hand with the
Oh,
Charlino,
yeah, 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 definitely. Did was
incredible.
there a fighter that you were a fan of? A boxer?
Yep. There is, for example, Manny Pacquiao is
Oh,
really
yeah,
incredible,
definitely.
so fast. And for me, if in his career had take a match before the Mayweather, maybe he can win. But
Yeah,
he
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 waited
find the Mayweather in the late when his career is maybe to,
older.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
This is
that's
for
what makes
this.
Mayweather smart, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he didn't fight that
What is the
crazy.
record? 51-0, I think, of
50,
Mayweather.
50 is zero, 50 and 0.
52, 51, 51,
Yeah,
52. Yeah.
you know what's
The
funny?
last, the last.
Yeah, you know what's funny though. So, I growing up, my dad would buy me like these boxing video games, and people would ask
Yeah,
me, and I was wondering why Mayweather isn't in the game, and
yeah.
they told me that Mayweather doesn't want to be in the game because he doesn't want to lose in the game either. It's crazy.
Incredible.
Crazy, crazy career. And you know what? Mayweather was very smart when he did it because he fought Pacquiao when Pacquiao was older. He waited, right?
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
fought De La
I know, I
Hoya
know.
towards the end. I mean, the De La
De La
Hoya fight was
Hoya.
really good.
Yeah,
It was
yes, yes.
but he fought
But
Canelo when Canelo was
he
19.
put the De La Hoya the head on his face, or
Mayweather,
who
it
is
was a
that?
close fight. It was a
Yeah,
close fight.
yeah. Ah, okay, okay. It's another fight. Who is the fighter with Mayweather that kicked the head in the mouth of Mayweather?
The the
Like
hat. Oh,
punch, yeah,
I think it was
yeah. I can.
there's a fight though that when Mayweather just punched him and he went down was Ricky
Yeah.
Hatton.
Ah, okay, okay,
Ricky Hatton. It was
okay,
crazy.
okay.
But
De La Hoya and the other one, the Canelo, yeah. But it's the only lose of Canelo,
yeah,
with Mayweather. Yeah, it's
and
too young, man. Too
dude,
young.
yeah, 19 years old.
19, man.
19 years old and he's
19.
fighting Mayweather. But see, he's smart though. He's smart. He picked the
Yeah,
matchups there.
yeah, yeah.
So I have a question for you, Leonardo. Like when you're fighting in
Yep.
MMA and you're picking opponent, do you think about the matchup wise, like what's better for you? I'm assuming you
Yep.
do, right? Or is it a manager telling you that this is what's best for you, or other people or friends influencing your decision? Is that something that's just on you, or
If
it's everyone around?
friends, no, man. Only my team, like
Mm,
teammates and the coaches too. I see the video of my opponent like 1,000 times because I want to study the guy that I will see in front of me in the cage, and it's for this that I study all movement, all technique.
of course,
I want to know who is my opponent before
you would say yes.
to stay in front of him, and yes, there is the coach that do the game plan, and
Okay,
I follow for sure because I trust of my
of course,
my
yeah,
coach
you have to.
and my teammates, and then I see a lot of video. Yeah.
Definitely. How do you mentally prepare for a fight on fight week? What goes through your minds? How do you stay calm, Leonardo?
Yeah, I completely focus it or for 2 months. I think only to the match, and I close in my mind my opponent in the 200,000 submission.
Yeah,
And I imagine in my mind all finishes that I will do. This is I am my strong mind.
of course,
I think every day to some technique or submission that I finish my opponent.
definitely. Now,
Yeah,
what's the first thing you do after you win a fight?
yeah. What I do after
After you
this
win,
one?
after you win.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I take all my team and we go to Vegas. We are in the Apex in Las Vegas, and we will go in some casino or put some money in the, I don't know, big game.
Yeah, there you go. Bet on some football or basketball.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome, Leonardo. Real quick before we get to the end of the show,
Yep.
my last question for you is: what can people expect to see from you when you fight next on the Contender Series?
Okay, only in the Contender Series or in
What
the next?
what can fans expect whenever they tune in to watch you fight is a better question.
Yeah, I put on a show in the next fight, and I prepare for war in every aspect of the fight. I won't destroy my opponent, and this is what I will do,
Perfect, perfect,
or
brother.
I die to try
Perfect,
it.
perfect, brother. Now, I mean, this fight is to get yourself a contract for the UFC, correct?
Yeah, yeah, man.
No,
It's a dream. It's a dream for me. I
I,
put on myself for sure, 100%.
well, there's no doubt about it that you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that, and all the audience is gonna see you. It'll be easier to watch your fights because they'll be
Yeah,
on, within the UFC content there.
yeah. I
Perfect,
hope, man.
Leonardo. Hey, no problem, Leonardo.
Uh,
Real quick before we end this, is there anything you want to say to the audience?
No, I want to say to all my fans and all the people that follow me in the social media that to keep watching my social and follow my page, and then we see you in the 31 of August.
Hey, perfect. That is Leonardo Damiani. Thank you, Leonardo. I'm going to have
Thank you,
your
man.
social media linked in the description of this video,
Yeah.
folks. And for all the audience, thank you for listening. I'll catch you later, guys.
Thank you for you.
Goodbye.